Was Lilith, often portrayed as a seductive and dangerous woman who preyed on men and babies, the real first wife of Adam? What mysteries lie behind a bowl from the time of Christ that was used exclusively for spells? Find out what lies behind Lilith and the bowl of enchantment. What has history really hidden about these enigmatic figures in our current reality? I'll unravel all these answers over the course of this video. An ancient bowl, full of mystery, which serves as a remarkable window into the beliefs and practices of ancient Mesopotamia, a civilization known for its rich mythology and complex spiritual systems. The enchantment bowl is not just an ordinary object, it is believed to have been used in rituals and incantations, reflecting the deep connection between the material and spiritual realms in Mesopotamian culture. As we explore its historical significance, we will discover how this artifact is intrinsically linked to the enigmatic figure of Lilith, a figure that has evolved through various interpretations over the centuries. Lilith, usually associated with darkness and the night, embodies themes of femininity, independence and rebellion, which makes her an attractive figure in both ancient texts and modern interpretations. The mystery surrounding her character adds an intriguing layer to our understanding of the Bowl of Enchantment, as it is believed that this artifact may have been used in rituals intended to invoke or appease Lilith. The enchantment bowl serves as a testament to the intricate relationship between human beings and the divine, showing how ancient people sought to navigate the complexities of life through ritualistic practices. By examining this artifact, we not only gain an insight into the spiritual life of the Mesopotamians, but also engage with the broader themes of mythology and the human experience. Before continuing with this content, I ask that you just check that you are already subscribed to the channel. That way, you won't miss any of our exclusive content that reveals a world beyond the conventional. The enchantment bowl presents a blend of art and functionality that reflects the beliefs and practices of its time. Physically, this bowl is usually made of clay and features intricate designs and inscriptions that are both decorative and purposeful. The inscriptions usually include incantations or spells, written in cuneiform calligraphy, which were believed to have protective powers. These inscriptions not only add to the aesthetic appeal of the enchantment bowl, but also play a key role in its intended use. The physical attributes of the bowl, including its size and shape, were probably designed to facilitate the rituals for which it was created, allowing protection rituals to be carried out effectively. The main purpose of the enchantment bowl was to protect individuals from malevolent forces, especially demons and misfortunes. In ancient Mesopotamian society, belief in supernatural entities was widespread, and many people sought ways to protect themselves from these invisible threats. The enchantment bowl was often used in rituals involving the recitation of spells, with the aim of invoking divine protection or warding off evil spirits. These artifacts were usually placed in homes or carried by individuals as a form of talisman, providing a sense of security against life's uncertainties. The connection between the physical object and the spiritual realm underscores the importance of these artifacts in the daily lives of Mesopotamians, who relied on them to navigate the complexities of existence. Dating from between 500 and 700 AD, the creation of the enchantment bowl took place during a period of significant cultural and religious development in Mesopotamia. This era saw the flourishing of various belief systems, with an emphasis on the interaction between the human and the divine. The production of these artifacts reflects society's need for protection and the desire to connect with the spirit world. The enduring legacy of the enchantment bowl continues to captivate scholars and enthusiasts alike, offering a glimpse into the rich tapestry of beliefs that shaped the ancient world. Through this exploration, we can appreciate the profound significance of these artifacts in the context of their time, highlighting their role in the ongoing human search for security and understanding in a world full of uncertainty. Lilith, a figure full of mystery and intrigue, has origins that can be traced back to ancient Mesopotamian mythology. The name Lilith is derived from the Sumerian word Lil, which means wind or spirit. This etymological root highlights her association with the ethereal and the supernatural, suggesting a being that exists on the margins of human experience. In Akkadian, the term Lilitu refers to female demons, further emphasizing its connection to the darker aspects of mythology. As we explore the meaning of Lilith, it becomes clear that her character embodies a complex duality, serving as both a malevolent force and a protective figure within the ancient belief system. In many ancient texts, Lilith is portrayed as a dangerous entity, usually associated with the night and the unknown. She is often portrayed as a seductress who preys on men and babies, embodying the fears surrounding female sexuality and independence. This malevolent aspect of Lilith reflects society's anxieties about women who defy traditional roles, positioning her as a symbol of rebellion against patriarchal norms. However, Lilith's character is not only defined by her dark traits, she also has a protective dimension. In some interpretations, she is seen as a guardian of women, especially during childbirth, where her presence is believed to ward off evil spirits and ensure the safety of mothers and their newborns. This duality makes Lilith a fascinating figure, representing both the fears and strengths attributed to femininity in ancient cultures. The connection between Lilith and the concept of demons in Mesopotamian culture is particularly significant. Lilith is often ranked among the various demonic entities that populated the mythological landscape of ancient Mesopotamia. These demons were believed to be responsible for various misfortunes, including illness, infertility, and nightmares. As a demon, Lilith embodies the complexities of these beliefs, serving as a reminder of the fine line between protection and danger. Rituals and artifacts, such as the Bowl of Enchantment, were often created to invoke her protective qualities while recognizing her potential to cause harm. This intricate relationship between Lilith and the demonic realm illustrates the multifaceted nature of ancient Mesopotamian mythology, where figures could embody both light and darkness. In short, the origins and significance of Lilith in ancient Mesopotamian mythology reveal a rich tapestry of beliefs that reflect the complexities of the human experience. Her name, rooted in ancient languages, signifies her connection to the supernatural, while her duality as a malevolent and protective figure highlights the cultural tension surrounding femininity. Through her association with demons, Lilith serves as a powerful symbol of the interplay between fear and reverence in the ancient world, inviting us to explore the depths of mythology and its lasting impact on contemporary understandings of gender and power. Your opinion is very important to us. Comment below on what you think of the video or if you have any questions on this subject. Lilith's evolution from a demon in ancient texts to a prominent figure in Jewish folklore is a fascinating journey that reflects changing cultural attitudes and beliefs. Initially, Lilith appears in Sumerian and Akkadian mythology as a malevolent spirit associated with night and chaos. In these early texts, she is often portrayed as a seductress and a threat to babies, embodying the fears surrounding female sexuality and independence. With the transition of her character into Jewish folklore, especially through the influence of the Talmud and other Jewish writings, Lilith's narrative began to take on new dimensions, transforming her from a mere demon into a complex figure with significant cultural implications. The Talmud, a central text of Rabbinic Judaism, plays a crucial role in shaping Lilith's character. In the Babylonian Talmud, she is mentioned in connection with the creation story, where it is said that she was Adam's first wife, created from the same soil as him. This narrative introduces a radical change in her portrait, as it positions her as Adam's equal, rather than his subordinate. However, Lilith's refusal to submit to Adam's authority leads to her expulsion from the Garden of Eden, marking her out as a figure of rebellion. This transformation of a demon into a symbol of defiance against patriarchal norms resonates deeply in Jewish folklore, where she is often seen as a protector of women and defender of independence. As the Lilith narrative has evolved, she has become a cultural symbol that reflects the fears and aspirations of women in society. In Jewish folklore, she is often associated with themes of motherhood and fertility, often portrayed as a figure who can protect or harm women during childbirth. This duality highlights the complexities of women's roles in a patriarchal society, where they were revered and feared at the same time. The character of Lilith serves as a reminder of the social anxieties surrounding female autonomy and sexuality, making her a powerful figure in discussions about gender roles and identity. Furthermore, Lilith's evolution has continued in modern interpretations, in which she is adopted as a feminist icon. Contemporary literature and art often reimagine her as a symbol of empowerment, challenging traditional narratives that seek to confine women to submissive roles. This continual reinterpretation underscores Lilith's cultural importance, as she embodies the struggle for women's rights and the reclamation of female power. In summary, the historical development of the character Lilith, from a demon in ancient texts to a prominent figure in Jewish folklore, illustrates the dynamic interaction between mythology and cultural values. Influenced by the Talmud and other Jewish writings, the Lilith narrative reflects the complexities of women's roles and fears throughout history. As a multifaceted figure, she continues to resonate with contemporary audiences, serving as a powerful symbol of resistance and empowerment in the ongoing discourse on gender and identity. The connection between Lilith and maternal fears in ancient societies is a profound reflection of the anxieties surrounding childbirth and the vulnerability of mothers and babies. In several ancient texts, Lilith is portrayed as a formidable threat to mothers and their newborns, embodying the fears that women faced at a time when childbirth was fraught with danger. Her representation as a demon who feeds on babies and pregnant women highlights society's belief that supernatural forces could upset the delicate balance between life and death during this critical period. In many ancient cultures, Lilith was associated with night and darkness, symbolizing the unknown dangers that lurked during childbirth. Texts from the Babylonian Talmud and other sources describe her as a figure who could cause harm to babies, leading them to illness or even death. This representation reflects deep-rooted fears of maternal mortality and the fragility of life, as mothers often faced significant risks during childbirth. The anxiety surrounding Lilith's influence can be seen as a manifestation of wider social concerns about the unpredictability of life and the ever-present threat of loss. To combat these fears, ancient societies developed various rituals and amulets designed to protect mothers and babies from Lilith's malevolent influence. These protective measures usually included incantations, amulets, and specific rituals performed during pregnancy and childbirth. Amulets inscribed with protective spells were commonly worn by mothers or placed near the birthing area to ward off Lilith and other harmful spirits. These practices illustrate the lengths to which societies would go to protect the lives of mothers and their children, reflecting a deep understanding of the dangers inherent in childbirth. Society's anxieties around childbirth and infant mortality were further exacerbated by the high rates of maternal and infant deaths in ancient times. In a world where medical knowledge was limited and complications during childbirth were common, the fear of losing a child or facing one's own death was great. Lilith, as a symbol of these fears, served as a focal point for the anxieties that permeated women's lives. Her character encapsulated the struggle between life and death, highlighting the precariousness of motherhood in ancient societies. In short, the connection between Lilith and maternal fears in ancient societies reveals a complex interplay of mythology, ritual, and social anxieties. As a threat to mothers and babies, Lilith personified the fears surrounding childbirth and the fragility of life. The rituals and amulets created to protect against her influence underscore the lengths to which societies went to ensure the safety of mothers and their children. Ultimately, Lilith serves as a powerful reminder of the historical challenges faced by women in the realm of motherhood, reflecting the enduring anxieties that continue to resonate in contemporary discussions about maternal health and safety. If you're finding value in this video, please leave a like. It really makes a difference to us and helps other people discover our content. The mention of Lilith in the Hebrew Bible is intriguing and complex, with interpretations that have evolved over the centuries. The most notable reference to Lilith appears in the book of Isaiah, specifically in Isaiah 34 verse 14, where the term Lilith is used in a passage describing a desolate land inhabited by various creatures. The verse says, "And the wild animals will meet with the hyenas, the satyr will cry out to his companion. Indeed, there the Lilith will settle and find for itself a resting place." This mention has generated considerable debate among scholars about its implications and the nature of the creature called Lilith. The implications of this biblical reference are significant, as they suggest a connection between Lilith and the themes of desolation and chaos. In the context of ancient beliefs, the mention of Lilith in a desolate landscape aligns with a representation as a demon associated with the night and the desert. This association reinforces the idea of Lilith as a figure who personifies danger and unpredictability, reflecting ancient society's fears of the unknown. However, the brevity of the reference leaves much open to interpretation, leading to different understandings of her character and role within the biblical narrative. Translations of the term Lilith have also contributed to the diverse interpretations of Lilith in religious texts. While some translations render Lilith as screech owl or night creature, others keep the term as Lilith, preserving its connection to the mythological figure. This variation in translation highlights the challenges of interpreting ancient texts, as the cultural and historical context can significantly influence the understanding of specific terms. The choice of translation can shape the perception of Lilith, reinforcing her demonic associations or presenting her as a more neutral figure within the natural world. The importance of Lilith's representation in the context of ancient beliefs cannot be overstated. At a time when supernatural forces were believed to influence everyday life, the mention of Lilith in the Hebrew Bible reflects cultural anxieties around femininity, sexuality, and the unknown. Her association with desolation and chaos resonates with the fears of women who challenged social norms, positioning her as a symbol of rebellion against patriarchal structures. As her character evolved in later Jewish folklore, Lilith became a more complex figure, embodying both danger and empowerment. In short, the mention of Lilith in the Hebrew Bible and its interpretations reveal a multifaceted character, shaped by cultural beliefs and social anxieties. The specific biblical references to Lilith, along with the different translations and interpretations, highlight the complexities of her representation. Ultimately, Lilith serves as a powerful symbol in ancient narratives, reflecting the interplay between fear, femininity, and the supernatural in the lives of those who sought to understand the world around them. The medieval period marked a significant evolution in the character of Lilith, especially in Kabbalistic traditions, where she emerged as a prominent figure intertwined with themes of mysticism and spirituality. During this period, Jewish mysticism began to flourish, and Lilith was reinterpreted as a complex entity who embodied both danger and empowerment. Kabbalistic texts, such as the Zohar, presented Lilith as a figure who not only represented the darker aspects of femininity, but also played a crucial role in the cosmic balance between good and evil. This transformation allowed her to be seen as a woman of God. This transformation allowed her to be seen as a powerful force within the spiritual realm, reflecting the complexities of human experience and the duality of existence. In Kabbalistic thought, Lilith is often associated with Samhael, a figure who embodies both the angelic and demonic realms. Samhael, whose name translates as poison of God, is represented as an archangel with a dual nature, serving as both protector and destroyer. The relationship between Lilith and Samhael is characterized by a profound duality. Together, they represent the interplay between creation and destruction, light and darkness. This association suggests that Lilith, rather than just being a malevolent force, is intrinsically linked to the divine order, challenging the traditional binary of good and evil. You can see this in an image of Lilith. In this context, Lilith becomes Samhael's partner, embodying the complexities of desire, sexuality, and the human condition. The cultural implications of Lilith's association with Samhael in medieval society are worth noting. As Lilith evolved into a figure of seduction and danger, she began to reflect social anxieties around female sexuality and autonomy. In a patriarchal society, where women's roles were generally confined to domestic spheres, Lilith's character served as a reminder of the potential power and rebellion inherent in femininity. Her connection with Samhael, a figure who represents both divine authority and chaos, further emphasized the tension between society's expectations and individual desires. This duality resonated with women who sought to navigate their identities within a restrictive framework, making Lilith a symbol of fear and empowerment. In addition, the representation of Lilith and Samhael in medieval texts often served as a cautionary tale, warning against the dangers of uncontrolled desire and the consequences of challenging social norms. This narrative reinforced the cultural belief that women who embraced their sexuality could become dangerous, echoing fears that have persisted throughout history. In this way, Lilith's evolution during the medieval period reflects wider social tensions around gender, power, and spirituality, illustrating how her character became a lens for exploring the complexities of human experience. In summary, the evolution of Lilith's character during the medieval period, particularly her association with Samhael, highlights her emergence as a prominent figure in Kabbalistic traditions. This duality in Jewish mysticism highlights the complexities of femininity and the cultural implications of its representation in medieval society, revealing the ongoing struggle between social expectations and individual empowerment. In contemporary culture, Lilith has undergone a remarkable transformation from her historical representation as a malevolent figure to a powerful symbol of empowerment and feminism. This shift reflects wider social changes in relation to gender roles and the reclamation of female identity. Once portrayed primarily as a demon associated with danger and chaos, Lilith is now often celebrated as a figure of strength, independence, and defiance against patriarchal norms. This reinterpretation has allowed her to resonate with modern audiences, particularly women seeking to embrace their own power and autonomy. If you found this video useful or interesting, don't forget to share it with your friends and family. The impact of feminist movements on the perception of Lilith has been profound. As feminism gained momentum at the end of the 20th century, scholars and activists began to re-examine historical narratives about women, including figures like Lilith. Feminist interpretations of Lilith emphasize her role as a symbol of rebellion against male domination and the restrictions imposed on women's lives. In recovering Lilith's story, feminists have highlighted her refusal to conform to traditional expectations, turning her into an icon of female empowerment. This reinterpretation challenges the negative connotations associated with her character, allowing Lilith to embody the complexities of women's experiences and the struggle for equality. In addition, the resurgence of interest in Lilith can be seen in modern spiritual practices, where she is often invoked as a figure of strength and protection. Many contemporary spiritual movements, including Wicca and other forms of neo-paganism, have adopted Lilith as a goddess-like figure representing feminine power and wisdom. In these contexts, She is celebrated for her independence and her connection to the natural world, embodying the qualities of intuition, creativity, and resilience. This renewed interest in Lilith reflects a wider cultural shift towards valuing feminine energy and reclaiming women's spiritual identities. Art, literature, and popular culture have also played important roles in the reimagining of Lilith. She appears in various forms of media, from literature to the visual arts, usually portrayed as a strong, independent woman who defies social norms. This representation resonates with contemporary audiences, especially those who identify with feminist ideals and seek to explore themes of empowerment and self-discovery. By positioning Lilith as a figure of strength rather than fear, modern interpretations invite people to reflect on their own identities and the social structures that shape them. In short, the reinterpretation of Lilith in contemporary culture and feminism highlights her transformation from a malevolent figure into a symbol of empowerment. The influence of feminist movements has reshaped the perception of Lilith, allowing her to embody the complexities of women's experiences and the struggle for autonomy. In addition, the resurgence of interest in Lilith in modern spiritual practices underscores her significance as a figure of strength and wisdom, reflecting a broader cultural shift towards embracing female power and identity. Through this evolution, Lilith continues to inspire and empower people, inviting them to reclaim their narratives and embrace their true selves. In this video, we explore the rich historical and cultural significance of Lilith and the Bowl of Enchantment, two captivating themes that reveal much about ancient beliefs and their relevance today. We begin by examining Lilith's origins, tracing her evolution from a malevolent figure in ancient Mesopotamian mythology to a prominent character in Jewish folklore and Kabbalistic traditions. This transformation highlights the complexities of femininity and the social anxieties surrounding women's roles throughout history. Similarly, the Bowl of Enchantment, an artifact used in protection rituals, serves as testimony to the ancient understanding of the supernatural and the human desire for safety and security in a world full of uncertainty. We also discuss how the reinterpretation of Lilith in contemporary culture, especially through feminist lenses, has allowed her to emerge as a symbol of empowerment and independence. This shift reflects broader social changes and the ongoing struggle for gender equality, emphasizing the importance of reclaiming narratives that have historically marginalized women. In addition, we highlight the resurgence of interest in Lilith in modern spiritual practices, where she is celebrated as a figure of strength and wisdom, further connecting ancient beliefs to contemporary contexts. Understanding these ancient beliefs is key, as they provide valuable insights into the human experience and the cultural narratives that shape our identities today. By examining figures such as Lilith and artifacts like the Bowl of Enchantment, we can better appreciate the complexities of our past and how they inform our present and future. This exploration encourages us to reflect on the continued relevance of these themes in our lives, fostering a deeper connection with our cultural heritage. As we conclude this fascinating video from the world of Lilith and the Bowl of Enchantment, we invite you to continue with us. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any content like this. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends who might also be interested in exploring these intriguing topics. Your support helps us to continue creating interesting content that reveals the mysteries of the past and their importance in the modern world. Thank you for following us, and we look forward to sharing more fascinating stories with you in the future.